In May 1940, France believed they had a year to prepare for the war against Germany. They relied on the solid Merino defense line and a long-term defensive strategy. But Hitler had a different mindset. He didn't think in years but in weeks. In just 6 weeks, the German army broke through all defense lines and occupied Paris. Instead of fighting in a long-term style, they deployed the blitzkrieg tactic, a lightning war, concentrating all forces, speed, and power in a short period to achieve decisive results. Now, imagine you are running your life like France in 1940. Thinking you have a whole year to set goals but ultimately procrastinating until the last minute. What will happen if you change your way of thinking? If you work with the intensity of blitzkrieg, focusing all your resources in a shorter time frame? This is the core philosophy of the 12-week year. Instead of planning for a whole year and procrastinating, you learn to act quickly, decisively, and efficiently in 12 weeks and achieve 4 times the results compared to the traditional way. Most of us are used to annual planning on a 12-month cycle. The book The 12-Week Year by Brian Moran and Michael Lennington explains why you should compress planning and execution into 12-week cycles, as well as how you can apply this system to improve results at least 4 times. In this book summary, we will present the 12-week year in 2 parts. 1. The fundamental principles and disciplines. And 2. How to implement the 12-week system. Your way of thinking controls your actions, and actions determine results. The 12-week year combines many proven techniques and methods into a comprehensive system that helps fundamentally change the way you think and act, thereby improving current results at least 4 times. The most important mindset change is to redefine a year from a 12-month year to a 12-week year. In sports, athletes often focus on intensive training for a specific skill for about 4 to 6 weeks, ideally before moving on to the next skill. In most professions, results often explode in the last quarter because everyone works hard in the last 60 to 100 days to achieve their goals. Why only do this at the end of the year if you can create the same level of focus, urgency, and energy throughout the year? When you think in 12-week cycles, you will utilize every day, every hour more purposefully to at least quadruple the results. The 12-week time frame is also more effective because, 1. It is much more predictable than 12 months. And 2. It is short enough to promote focused action but long enough to achieve meaningful results. You can also apply this program to help achieve your personal or group goals. Part 1. Building the right foundation. There are 8 elements that make up success. 3 principles and 5 disciplines are the foundation for achieving success in any field. 3 core principles. Accountability is the willingness to take full responsibility for your actions and results, regardless of the circumstances. It is not about blaming others for poor behavior or results, but about taking responsibility for your own outcomes. This means taking control of your life, seeking new options and opportunities instead of waiting for things to happen or blaming external factors. Commitment is doing whatever it takes to keep your promises to yourself and others. It helps you shift your focus from if to how. Commitment is crucial to success. Keeping promises to others helps build trust and strong relationships. Keeping promises to yourself helps you build self-esteem and personal qualities. A successful commitment includes 4 elements. 1. A strong, Emotional desire for the outcome. 2. The key actions to achieve that outcome. 3. Awareness of the associated costs, such as time, energy, money, risks, or discomfort. And 4. Acting on the commitment, not momentary emotions. Greatness in the moment. Greatness does not come when you achieve great results, but from accumulating countless decisions and moments when someone does what is necessary, even when they don't want to, and is fully immersed in learning and giving their best in the present. Most people try to do many things at once and cram too much into their lives, leading them to rush through each day without really experiencing or making any real impact. The present is the only moment you can act. It is not helpful to worry about the past or the future. Make the most of every moment by being fully present mentally, physically, and emotionally. 5 core disciplines. These are 5 closely related disciplines that shape how you think, act, and achieve results. 1. Vision to maximize your potential. You need a clear and inspiring life vision. Without a vision, you will easily accept comfortable things instead of what is really important. When you spend too much energy on one area, such as work, and neglect other important areas, such as health or relationships, you will start to feel drained and lose motivation. However, living in balance does not mean dividing time equally for all areas. Instead, it is 1. Actively allocating time, energy, and effort to maximize your satisfaction. And 2. Synchronizing different aspects of your life, such as your vision at work and your personal vision. 2. Planning to turn your vision into reality. You need to break it down into specific priorities, goals, and action steps to implement. It takes deliberate effort to stick to the plan. 3. Process control. Process control tools and systems help you align your daily actions with your top priorities. Measurements provide important feedback on your current position and what is working or not working, so you can make informed decisions. 4. Use of time. Ultimately, how you use your time will determine the final outcome. The only way to achieve your goals consistently is to use your time purposefully. Part 2. Implementing the 12-week system. The 8 elements mentioned can be combined into an operating system to effectively implement the 12-week system. Building a compelling vision. Effective execution is simple but not easy. To achieve extraordinary results, you need to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and act consistently to achieve new breakthroughs. However, people tend to resist uncertainty and change. We easily focus on short-term painful costs instead of long-term rewards. Your actions will never exceed your personal vision. The first step is to develop a clear and compelling vision that is in sync with your personal and professional aspirations. Motivating enough for you to keep acting even when you feel uncomfortable. Specifically, every time we face change, we go through an emotional cycle. The authors explain this based on the model of psychologists Daryl Conner and Don Harrison. 1. Uninformed optimism. When starting something new, we are often excited and full of hope but do not fully understand the challenges ahead. 2. Informed pessimism. When encountering difficulties, we begin to doubt whether the efforts are worth the results. 3. Valley of despair. At this point, everything becomes meaningless, and most people give up. A compelling vision is the key to keeping you moving forward. If you persevere, you will develop new skills, more effective habits, achieve superior results, and ultimately reach a new peak. Each time you complete such a cycle, you will strengthen your confidence and capacity, improving your chances of success in the future. Building confidence in your vision. If your vision seems unattainable, you may never try to achieve it. Start by asking yourself what will happen if, to increase your desire and deepen your vision. As you begin to believe that your vision is possible, keep asking, "How can I?" to explore solutions. When you take action to learn and apply these options, success will gradually become possible. Then certain, when you no longer doubt, you will be fully committed to achieving your vision. Build an inspiring vision that fills you with passion. Define your vision and aspirations in the next 10 to 15 years. Write down everything you want to have, want to do, and want to become in 7 important areas of your life, including family, spouse or partner, spirituality, community, physical, personal, and career. Don't limit yourself. For example, what level of income and time freedom do you need to have the lifestyle you want? What do you really want for your family and loved ones? What will it be like to maximize your personal potential and reach the peak in your health, career, and contributions? Narrow your vision down to the next 3 years, i.e., what you want to create in the next 3 years. Write down as detailed as possible about your ideal personal and professional life. Tips for defining a clear vision. Spend time deeply reflecting on what really matters to you. Don't be bound by what you think you should want or can achieve. Share your vision with others to increase your level of commitment. Keep your vision in mind. Print it out, and review it regularly. If you apply this in a group, have team members develop their personal and professional visions. Meet with each person to discuss how the 2 visions are linked. Have everyone share their vision, aspirations, and 3-year vision. You also need to define a common vision for the whole group about the common direction in the future. Absolutely. Here's the continuation of the text, focusing on the remaining sections and the conclusion. 12-week plan and tactics. From the 3 goals set, build tactics or specific daily and weekly actions to achieve those goals. Record each goal separately, listing the most impactful activities you must do daily or weekly to achieve the goal. Aim for as few tactics as possible. If the tactics are fully implemented, they will lead to the goal being achieved. Describe each activity with clear verbs and specific time frames. For example, Goal 1. Lose 7 kilograms in 12 weeks. 1. Limit calorie intake to 1500 kcal per day, daily. 2. Exercise abs for 15 minutes per day, daily. 3. Run for 20 minutes 5 times a week, weekly. Tips for ensuring an effective 12-week plan. Focus only on a few of the most impactful goals that align with your long-term vision and minimize the number of tactics for each goal. This forces you to make difficult choices, choosing only what is truly important and meaningful. If deploying in a group, 1. Ensure all members read the book or this summary. 2. Each person creates their own 12-week plan. 3. Conduct one-on-one plan reviews with each member to adjust and identify needed support. 4. Each tactic must be assigned to only one person to ensure clarity of responsibility. Establish processes and controls. To achieve challenging goals, you must step out of your comfort zone and do things you have never done before. However, willpower is limited and will be depleted if you rely on it alone to get the job done. To execute your plan, You need to establish supportive structures and processes. Break down your 12-week plan into weekly plans. Defining the strategic activities and tactics that help you achieve your 12-week goals and contribute to your long-term vision. This is not just a to-do list. It is important that you schedule time in your calendar for all the essential activities that have been identified and ensure that you do not end up working when they have not been completed. Print out the weekly plan and carry it with you to stay focused on what needs to be done. Establish a weekly process with 3 components: review, planning, and weekly accountability meetings. Specifically, spend 15 minutes before the start of each week to review and plan for the coming week. Details of the review will be covered later. Identify the people you want to participate in the meeting and schedule weekly meetings. In an organizational setting, this can take place in 15 to 30 minutes. Basically, each member will briefly report on current results, weekly execution scores, and focus for the next week, receive feedback and suggestions from the group, and conclude with a quick discussion of what is going well, what can be improved, and motivate each other. Tips to promote action and effective deployment. Leverage the support of teammates and commit to being accountable to do whatever it takes to achieve the 12-week goals. Take a few minutes each day to review whether your actions are in line with your vision. Each week, review what you need to do to implement the plan. Don't let yourself get caught up in mundane tasks or repeat the same things each week. For leaders, setting an example is crucial. Apply the weekly process. Guide the team to establish appropriate controls, support, and reward success. Track results and continuously improve. You won't know if you're doing well or badly if you don't track the results. Use metrics as a form of feedback to clearly identify where you are and what you need to do to improve and achieve your goals. Identify and measure lead and lag indicators. Lag indicators are the final results you want to achieve, such as losing 10 pounds. Lead indicators are the activities that lead to those results, such as the number of cardio workouts per week. You have more control over lead indicators than lag indicators. By measuring both, you can track both strategy and execution. If you don't achieve your goals, this will help you identify whether the cause is a wrong strategy or tactics, or insufficient effective execution. Use a weekly scorecard. Record and evaluate the level of completion of the tactics in the previous week. Only score lead indicators or specific activities. For example, if you have done 4 out of 5 cardio workouts as planned in the past week, you have completed 80% of that tactic. You don't need to get perfect scores to succeed. Typically, an average of 85% or higher is enough for you to achieve your 12-week goals. Focus on gradually improving your score week by week. Tips for effective measurement. Review weekly results with your team or partner to face reality. Whether the results are good or not, continuously improve each week. Don't give up just because of low scores. In a team environment, use metrics to identify obstacles and find solutions instead of using them to punish or put pressure. Avoid hiding or embellishing data for fear of criticism. This will lose integrity and hinder progress. When all team members actively track and improve results, it will boost morale and improve the overall efficiency of the team. Regain control of your time. One of the main reasons for failure in execution is lack of time. You will never have enough time to do everything unless you actively direct every minute to the desired results. Otherwise, you will get caught up in ineffective activities. Doing the most important tasks is often uncomfortable. For example, handling a difficult or new job instead of doing what is familiar. However, how you use your time will determine the results you achieve. You will get the highest value from your time if you can arrange core activities and personal strengths to match. That is, apply your main competencies to strategic tasks in a focused way. Plan ahead for your week. Set aside time for important activities and tactics to achieve your goals. If you can't schedule them in the calendar on paper, you can't do them in reality. Decisively eliminate unnecessary tasks. Use the time blocking method. This helps prevent unplanned activities from interrupting your work and protects performance time for the most important strategic tasks. Strategic blocks. Set aside 3 consecutive hours to focus 100% on important tasks without checking email, phone, or visits. Schedule these blocks as early in the week as possible so you can adjust if there are interruptions. 1 strategic block per week is usually enough. Buffer blocks. Schedule 1 to 2 times a day, 30 minutes to an hour each time, to gather unplanned low-value activities such as email, administrative work, and avoid letting them interrupt important work. Breakout blocks. Spend at least 3 hours on non-work activities to help you relax and recharge. Start with 1 breakout block per month. Then gradually increase to once a week as you get used to the 12-week pace. Other time blocks. Schedule time for other important activities such as a 15-minute session on Monday morning to score and plan. A 3-hour session for a strategic block. 1 to 2 buffer blocks from Monday to Friday, ideally at the beginning or end of the day. A breakout block each month per week. Other important activities. Customer meetings, team meetings, planning, coaching. Only add minor activities after spending time on the most important tasks. If you are falling behind on your plan or goals, honestly review your schedule and adjust to focus on what is really important. Tips for maintaining discipline with time management. Adhere closely to the weekly plan. Do not yield to unplanned activities, such as last-minute customer meetings. While these events may bring short-term benefits, they can negatively impact your long-term results. Do not sacrifice breakout blocks for work or put other people's priorities above your own goals. In a group environment, leaders must set an example. Apply your own sample work schedule before helping team members build their schedules. As the team gradually improves performance, learn to work around each other's schedules and trust each other, and overall productivity will be enhanced. Have the right mindset. Be accountable. Take full responsibility for your results. Any worthy goal comes with challenges and obstacles. When blaming circumstances or others, you are adopting a victim mindset and missing opportunities to take control of your life. Conversely, when you take 100% responsibility, you will have the power to learn from mistakes, find alternative solutions, and shape your future. You cannot control the events that happen around you, but you can always control how you react. That is, how you think and act. Whenever you realize you are looking for excuses or blaming, immediately shift to solutions and actions within your control. Steps to enhance accountability. 1. List all areas in your life where you want to be more accountable. 2. Be willing to try new things that you have never done before to achieve results that you have never had. 3. Surround yourself with people who have high accountability. Stay away from those who complain or have a victim mindset. How to cultivate accountability in teams. You cannot force others to be accountable. However, you can build a culture of accountability by creating awareness and shifting communication towards finding solutions, becoming a role model of proactivity and responsibility, setting clear and specific expectations so everyone understands their roles and responsibilities. Absolutely. Here is the text rewritten in English. True commitment. Maintain your commitment to your goals and plans for the next 12 weeks. Such as quitting smoking or making 10 sales calls per day. Commitment is needed at 2 levels. Personal commitment to yourself. Commitment to others. Tips to strengthen your commitment. 1. Focus on the 4 elements that make up a strong commitment. Increase your desire to achieve your goals by listing the benefits of keeping your promises. Identify the important actions and the price you need to pay. For example, facing the fear of rejection. Giving up your favorite foods to achieve health goals. Circle the actions you are willing to pay the price for. Act based on commitment, not momentary emotions. 2. Avoid overcommitting. It is better to say no than to promise things you cannot do. 3. Once you have committed to a long-term goal, stop worrying about the final outcome. Focus on action, and the results will come. 4. Deepen your commitment by sharing it publicly with others to increase accountability. Deploy your first 12 weeks. The first 12 weeks are the most important phase in implementing the plan. Be fully committed to the process before you start. First 4 weeks. Focus on establishing weekly habits. Planning using the time blocking method. Scoring progress. And holding weekly meetings. The following weeks, you will start to see improvement in the lead and lag indicators. If not, identify and fix the ineffective points. Last week, concentrate on completing the 12-week goals and finding ways to improve the system for the next cycle. After each 12-week cycle, spend the 13th week evaluating, summarizing lessons learned, celebrating, and recharging. Tips for finding support from teammates. Connect with people, groups who are also applying this system. If deploying in a group, check the progress of each member regularly and acknowledge progress. Do not forget to conduct an after-action review after each 12-week cycle.